Part 4, full of multiple choice. So sometimes you're happy, part 1 good, part 2 good, part 3 good, part 4. Oh. Alright, let's go on. Section 3, questions 21 to 30. Questions 21 and 22. Choose the correct letter A, B or C. In her home country, Kira. Now this Kira is not our language Kira. Okay, yeah, Kira. Some people cannot even say Kira. They say Kiri, Gora, Chiria. Okay, yeah. So in her home country, Kira had. Now whatever Kira had in her home country, that will be your answer. Completed a course. If she had completed a course in her home country, answer is A. Underline the word completed. If she says, I left that in the middle. In my home country, I started a course, but I left that in the middle, then A is not the right answer. Done 2 years of course. If she says, I've completed the first 2 years of the course, then this is the right answer. If she says, I've only done with the first year and my second year is in the middle, then this is not the right answer. Understand? Multiple choice questions, they speak oppositely, they speak negatively, and third option is they don't discuss one option. C. Found her course difficult. If she says, I found this course very, very difficult, it was challenging, it was extremely hard, then C is the answer. And if she says, I found this course very interesting, I found this course easier than the other one, so then this is not going to be the right answer. And they will discuss all three options in any order. One of them is the right answer. In her home country, Kira had.
Section 3. You will hear a conversation between an English teacher called Paul and a former student of his called Kira.
Hello, Kira. How are you?
Fine, thanks, Paul. How are you?
Well, thanks. It's good to see you. It must be 12 months since you did our course.
That's right. It's nice to come back and say hello.
What course did you enroll in?
Actually, I went straight into third-year pharmacy. They credited me with 2 years, which probably made it more difficult for me.
On the other hand, you were lucky to be granted credits. Is that why you chose the course?
Yes, and as I'd already finished a course in it in my country, I thought it would be easier if I studied something I already knew.
I didn't realize you went into third year. I thought you started in first year. No wonder it was so hard.
So, B. Done 2 years of a course. C. Now, see, the question is in her home country. So, the number of years she completed in her home country, that is A. Completed a course. Okay, and the audio went like C, B, C, A, B. I play it again. C, A, and B. Listen again, please.
Section 3. You will hear a conversation between an English teacher called Paul and a former student of his called Kira.
Hello, Kira. How are you?
Fine, thanks, Paul. How are you?
Well, thanks. It's good to see you. It must be 12 months since you did our course.
That's right.
It's been 12 months since you did our course. So over here they've written done 2 years of a course. So in the audio they say 12 months. 12 months is equal to 1 year. So B is the wrong answer. Now please come to option A.
It's nice to come back and say hello.
What course did you enroll in?
Actually, I went straight into third-year pharmacy. They credited me with 2 years, which probably made it more difficult for me.
On the other hand, you were lucky to be granted credits. Is that why you chose the course?
Yes, and as I'd already finished a course in it in my country,
As I'd already finished the course in it in my country and they credited me for 2 years and all that. So completed a course, and for that she used the word?
made it more difficult for me.
On the other hand, you were lucky to be granted credits. Is that why you chose the course?
Yes, and as I'd already finished a course in it in my country,
As I'd already finished the course in it in my home country. So A is the right answer. Okay, and go on.
I studied something I already knew.
I didn't
I
realize you
studied
went
something
into...
I already knew. So found her course difficult. She said, no, I studied something I already knew. That is easier for her. Correct answer is A. You know what will section 3 do with you? First of all, section 3 will snatch your smiles. Now you are serious. Okay? Part 1, you are happy. Part 1 is Zindagi ek safar hai suhana. Yeah? Part 2 is Aisi diwanagi dekhi nahi kahin and all that. Part 3 is Acha sila diya tune mere pyar ka. Okay? And part 4 is something else. Abhi uska sochte hain. Okay? Yes. Okay. All right. Question number 22. To succeed with assignments, Kira had to. Now something Kira had to do to succeed with assignments. Okay. Let's see. Option A, read faster. If she's already good at fast reading, speed reading, then A is not the right answer. B, write faster. C, change her way of thinking. Okay. Let's see what is it that she has to do to succeed with assignments.
And what do you think is one of the big differences between studying at a university here and studying in your country?
Well, I found it very difficult to write assignments because I wasn't familiar with that aspect of the system here. The main problem is that the lectures expect you to be critical. That made me feel really terrible. I thought, how can I possibly do it? How can I comment on someone else's research when they probably spent 5 years doing it? I think a lot of people who come from overseas countries have similar problems. But after a while, it became easier for me. People expect you to have problems with the process of reading and writing, but in fact, it is more a question of altering your viewpoint towards academic study.
Yeah, for reading and writing, she did not use the word faster. Right? In the end, answer just came in the last few lines. Change her way of thinking. For that, they use the word altering your viewpoint. Just listen to this last
And
part.
what do you think is one of the big...
Just the
From
last.
overseas countries have similar problems. But after a while, it became easier for me. People expect you to have problems with the process of reading and writing.
People expect you to have problems with reading and writing. People expect you. That was not Kira's problem, right? She didn't have that.
But in fact, it is more a question of altering your viewpoint towards academic study.
Okay, it's more question of altering your viewpoint. Altering means change. Viewpoint means way of thinking. Absolutely. C is the right answer. Now, questions 23 to 25. Complete the sentences below. Write one word only, no number, nothing else. Kira has that lecturers. Kira says that lecturers are easier to dash. Simple. Kira says lecturers are easier to something. And to means there will be a verb after that. Usually after to, we use the base form of the verb to go. For example, lecturers are easier to find, easier to chat, easier to discuss, easier to something. Then those in her home country. Now she says, in my home country, the lecturers were not something, right? So it means that is possible here. So let's see.
How was the content of the lectures? Was it easy for you?
I didn't really have many problems understanding lectures. The content was very similar to what I'd studied before.
And what about the lecturers themselves? Are they essentially the same as lecturers in your country?
Well, actually, no. Here they're much easier to approach. After every lecture, you can go and ask them something you didn't understand. Or you can make an appointment and talk to them about anything in the course.
Okay, here they are much easier to. So over here, the word to, it helped you. Easier to approach. Answer is approach. A-P-R-O-P-P. Well done. Approach. Good. Let's go on. Question number 24. Paul suggests that Kira may be more. Now, Paul suggests that Kira may be more dash than when she was studying before. So, underline the word more. And whatever they say after more or similar word of more, that will be your answer. And by the way, for Kira, now he will not say Kira. He will use the word you. Because professor is talking to Kira, so he's going to say, you are more something or you are more like something. That will be your answer.
Maybe you found them different because you're a more mature student now, whereas when you were studying in your country, you were younger and not so assertive.
You
No,
were
I don't
younger
think that's the
and not so
difference.
assertive, but now you are more mature. Mature. M-A-C-H-U. Good job. Please listen to this one.
Maybe you found them different because you're a more mature student now.
Because you're more mature student now. More mature student now. So answer is mature. Okay, let's go on. Question 25. Kira says that students want to discuss things that worry them. One thing. Or. Now for or they can use the word and. For or they can use the word but sometimes. For or they can use the word also as well. Anything like that. Kira says students want to discuss things that worry them or that dash them very much. Now listen. One thing is worry them. Can you notice that? After that they use the word worry. What is worry? Verb. Worry is a verb. So that worry them or that dash them. It means answer is going to be a verb. In one word only, no more than 2 words, no more than 3 words. Okay, you are going to see what part of speech will the answer be. And mostly answer is either noun or verb or adjective. That's it. Noun, verb, adjective. So over here that worry them or that dash them. Answer will come with worry. Right? Let's see. And by the way, worry is the first form of the verb. And as they have written first form here, so they must say another first form of the verb.
Most of the students here do it. In my faculty, they all seem to make appointments, usually to talk about something in the course that's worrying them, but sometimes just about something that might really interest them, something they might want to specialize in.
What's worrying them and something, but sometimes that interest them. Interest. I-N-T-E-R-E-S-T. Good job.